Hello viewers, me and team here. Welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Not, this is Civilization 4. And you guys are getting angry when I'm only uploading Heroes 3 videos for a while there. That wasn't really my intent. I had more Heroes 3 material pre-recorded than Civ material. And so I ran out of material because I had recording issues and I was out of town for a bit and then working. And, well, I just ran into trouble that way. And since I had a little more leftover Heroes material, that didn't suffer, whereas my Civilization Let's Plays did suffer a little bit. So I do apologize for that. A lot of you are asking where I've been. Nah, well, that's where. And okay, I gave it some thought. As you can see, since you apparently can see my time and call me on it all the time, actually at a normal hours of day because it's the weekend. Anyway, it's been a little while since my last recording, and while I was out running errands, I gave this map some thought. You know, we have mass pleased. If I give them gifts, they'll even be pleased if they switch to free religion. We have control of the strongest culture wonder in the game. We are doing quite well in culture, relatively speaking, and we're closing in on the lib race. So, why don't I just do it? Hopefully I could trade for printing press. No, not particularly. Oh, but I could trade for nationalism. So I'm going to lib printing press, take nationalism, and go for culture. Yep, we're going to culture win. So we'll just do this, then that. It's kind of useful to have drama in a culture game, maybe. And one of the reasons that I thought I could go this route is, well, I have some good cottage land, and cottages are surprisingly good for culture wins. Probably make Novgorod. Emphasize commerce, please. And Rostov, and maybe Yaroslav, but probably Novgorod and Rostov into my culture centers, and along with Moscow. Obviously, Moscow having a lot of culture from wonders. So I really won't need a lot of help here, especially with all these settled specialists and wonders. I really won't need help, so I can forego any multipliers in Moscow, make it easily, most likely, regardless of that. Well, I mean, I'll get the liberal as a multiplier, and then just beef these two up. And yeah, I'm going to be lacking in the artist department, unfortunately, and that will slow down my culture finish date. It's not an ideal way to play for culture, but it's an alternative way that I haven't shown yet. So I'm going to do it, especially since I have good relations. And unfortunately, that just means that I'm not going to use the spies to beat Germany down. So a couple things here. First of all, we're just going to gift. Oh, well, we can do this, I guess. But we want to get trade relations up with these guys.
All the world's a stage, and all the men
We
and
also
women
we'll also
they
be
have their
hoping that
exits and their
Zara
entrances,
gets
and one man in his time plays many parts.
what's it? Military tradition, so we can sign a defensive pact, or maybe we will even self-research that before going full out on culture. Universities are suddenly worthless now, so we can take that off the queue. Just build a theater. So okay, and what's my best cultural city right now? Novgorod and Rostov. Okay, so it's just as I suspected. Probably good on commission missionaries, right? Yeah, okay. I can spam them out later. University, not so important. Theater, yes. Aqueduct, definitely. These buildings, sure. Really, I should get started on them in here first because I am further behind on culture here. So again, no university. Yes to that. And yes to that, and these two things. Actually, I will take this one first. And now I kind of wish I'd made the AP in Buddhism because the AP would vote to give cities to me, and that would be funny. But probably not the best relation, so this is fine as well. Okay.
Any society,
Like I said, we'll take printing press for the
John
commerce.
Crowder did for World
Very
War
often
II
you'd
when he
prefer,
built
or
the
almost
Book of
always
Mine.
you'd prefer nationalism, but since I know I can just trade for that with Zara before turning my culture slider up, it's no big deal. You want for this? Nope. Yes. So So I even get some fair trade with
A
him.
man does not have himself killed for a half-pence a day, or for a petty distinction.
And yeah, I'll go ahead and
You
tech
must
military
speak to the
tradition
soul
because I will get
in order
them to
electrify him.
like me for doing that. Anything else, really not too important. So I'm just, I don't want to get declared on when they inevitably go for free religion. Some of them may or may not. But there's no reason to risk it, because I'll just, you know, here. And now he will be pleased, even if there is no brothers and sisters of faith. Excellent. And I could probably get defensive pacts with multiple people as well. And then after that, the only real objective will be to get Buddhist temples and monasteries in every city with a priority on temples. We're going for temples first. Because that will allow me... Yeah, that will allow me to build the cathedral buildings, which are quite powerful. I'm good on religion spread. One more, and I'll be set. And military tradition with Zara being 8 cities, it'll put me in a pretty safe way. I won't have to worry about my safety too much. And I'll probably cut the slider while building culture multipliers, and then finally turn it up. As such. University, or do I just build wealth? We just build wealth. That will get us, yeah, that... Heck, I'll just turn the slider up right away since I'm not losing out on it. Novgorod. Not sure where I want to build the Hermitage yet. But I'll start on it in a couple turns. Oh, the other thing I want to do is make sure I am running artists, only artists. In any city that's running specialists, I want to be running artists. And what I think I'll do is, with my next great person, I'll run a golden age for free speech, caste, pacifism, well, maybe pacifism, and let that be that. No. Alright. We're done. We're done researching forever now. Do I want to do that? No. Do you care to negotiate? How about liberalism for gold and otherwise nothing? Does that sound, Zara? Sounds like you like me even more. Haha, defensive pact.
Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated
Will the
warriors
Ottomans
go
sign
to
one?
war first
No.
and then seek to win.
No, not really. And yeah, there you go. He switched to a different religion. He'll probably be hating on Frederick now. Or at least willing to declare on him. And I'm just not going to deal with that. So, And I might have to go for religion myself at this rate. Ha! Welcome to culture hell. It's going to be a bumpy ride for you AIs. And again, Buddhist temple first. And we can go about building the other things as we care. And then ultimately wealth. Alright. No, artists only. There's a good chance I won't be getting any artists and I'll have to be relying exclusively on this slider. Fortunately, once I get free speech and a couple other multipliers in, it'll be better. Now, Novgorod and Rostov are very similar. We'll build Hermitage here. Man, this city's got pretty good production to have banged all that out already. And yeah, I'll actually build the university since I'm not hurting for gold because it'll give me culture. Sure. That's right, I'm building a university for culture. AP control. Yep. Here we go. Caste, free speech, pacifism. Sure. Alright, now we look again. Because now we can run artists in every city that's capable of it. Wow. No wonder it's building slowly. It's useful to have the Confucian buildings for certain. Okay. And alright. And I'm also going to be looking for the ability to build the academies here. It's just a matter of getting the temples up. But this will also speed the artist generation. You know, maybe I should even emphasize great people and get the artists that way. Because honestly, my capital's probably the least, yeah. I'm going to be pretty inefficient here when it comes to culture. My capital is going to be much further ahead than anything else. And I'm not sure I can hold on to pleased with him like that. Yeah, if he drops the cautious, I'm probably going to have to switch out of free religion. Or switch into free religion. Tsar proves the world is round. I haven't even met the people Tsar has met. And, you know, if I had it my way, I never would. Nope, not interested in trades. Buddhist temple. Wow. Why can I not build my second set? We are on a standard sized map, aren't we? Oh, it's because here. Although I could have sworn I had 7 cities. So what other cities do not have it constructed yet? This one. This one doesn't. This one has Confucian, though. Oh, okay. That's what's going on. Alright, fine. Yeah, Rostov is going to lag, and almost all of my artists are going to wind up in Rostov for certain. Already 53% Russian. Good old Stalin and his culture. That's pretty amusing. And since I really don't need any other civics or anything like that, I'll just tech rifles next. I won't commit to the bomb yet, but that's probably what I'll be doing. And really, in culture wins are the only ones where artist bombs are worthwhile. Otherwise, you pretty much always want to settle or burn them on a golden age. Or I don't know if you'd ever bulb with them. Yeah, maybe if you got one by mistake or something. But normally they don't bulb very useful technologies to bulb in the time frame where you're getting them. But I guess you never know. Novgorod. Oh, here we go. You can start on a Buddhist stupa. Very good. Ooh, we are getting some artists. Every artist we get shaves time off the finish date considerably. It is very handy. Yeah, like it is amazingly good to have that happen. And wow, Moscow's really cranking them. And I will actually turn down culture flips. Just that they'll just cost me money. Or, you know, maybe not, maybe not. Also, by flipping tiles like this, I am getting access to better stuff in terms of, in terms of tiles. Can work the dyes and what have you. And increase my culture even more. What kind of culture output per turn am I getting now? Not bad in Novgorod. Rostov is going to lag behind. Obviously, Novgorod is going to go up a lot as a result of those 2 multipliers. And yeah, if you're getting 400 to 500 per turn, and you're starting pretty early like this, you're going to make it before mortal or very frequently even deity AIs can make space.
You can get more of what you want with a kind
So just
word
keep
and a
mashing and turn. I mean, not the most exciting thing in the world, but yeah, I have been asked for about culture wins in the past on my channel. I only have 1 culture win on my channel ever, and that was way back in Lincoln. And that was a more traditional, you plan it from the start type of culture win than this game is. This game is like, okay, I'm going to do a Mass Wonders opening, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, I can win culture. Okay, well, in that case. And it seems the other continent's pretty backwards. This one's running away. Kind of. Doesn't help that I stopped researching. But yeah, this is just funny. No, I don't know. I don't trust the defensive pact because the Ottomans might declare on you. Might declare. Yeah, even here. I still have this marked as if I'm going to settle a city there. Probably not. Not at this point. I like how I don't even have defenses in Yakutsk at all. But it doesn't matter. And yeah, hiding behind Zara, who is pretty much running away, is pretty solid. It's kind of a refreshing sight to see Zara getting owned by culture. Like, look at that. He's just getting massacred by it. And that makes me smile. He probably won't switch out of Buddhism, so I'll have him for the rest of the game. Just because he founded Buddhism and he likes theocracy, so he's probably going to stay religious.
Conspiracy against the public.
How are we doing here? Yeah, Novgorod already inside 100 turns. So we'll actually look at an 1800s finish here, unless something goes horribly wrong. Maybe even faster depending on how many lucky artists I get. And they're now trying to spy bomb me, because they are jerks. Gee, I don't know about that. I don't think so. I'm just going to settle him. At this point, Golden Ages are not too much of a draw to me. I think I'd like it, but I'd have to use up a valuable artist just to get one. The likelihood of that making use to me would be low. Mercantilism. Again, if I could get into it without a turn of revolt, sure, but I can't do that, so no. We'll just settle this guy for a little bit of extra income. I really need to get these things built. There we go. What are you running spies for, you idiot? Oh my god, even more priests? But yeah, what kind of culture am I getting in my second city now? Novgorod's at 457. Rostov will probably be in the 300s because it doesn't have Hermitage. That was only a matter of time. But, you know, artists can, great artists, I mean, can really swing the tide there. I just need more of them. Every great artist you can bomb is a faster culture win. That's so crucial. Can I trade for a health resource? I will trade a happiness. Nope, nope. Can't trade for a health resource. Maybe from an intercontinental AI if they meet me. Although, again, if I win without meeting them, that's fine too. Especially if it's like some jerk like Montezuma or something. Just, no, get them out of there. This is pretty funny. Nope, I don't think so, Zara. I think pacifism is a little bit better for me. I'm even flipping cities off of Zara. This is just hilarious. Sudden culture pursuit.
The whole is more than the sum of its parts.
Alright. Yeah, and mortal AIs will get usually internet in the early... Oh, come on now. Worst enemy of Hammurabi, who I also meet this turn. Master of Hammurabi. Worst enemy of Frederick. Pretty massive. Pretty massive. I've known Frederick a long time. I can probably get away with this. You I don't care about at all. Did I get Carthage? Nope. Yeah, he's already got war plans. Probably not me. I'm just hoping it is not Ethiopia. That will slow me down a lot. I'll probably have to like switch into nationhood and draft rifles to protect myself. Although honestly, the other continent, how are they doing technology-wise? Oh, they're actually about on par other than Ragnar. Who's also plotting war. That's great. Just great. Two of my cities are closing in on legendary. My third one is just lagging behind. Bringing up the back. That's not a bad trade, potentially. But I'd rather make it with someone that would not be pissing the world off for me to do that. How about you? Yeah, I feel a little safer with rifles.
Political power
Who
grows
wouldn't?
out of the barrel of a gun.
Nah. Oh, but will Babylon trade his map? What do you want for this? There we go. Can at least see what's going on. Carthage easily leading. Vikings number 2. Wow, Hammurabi got spanked. Tsar goes for Kremlin. So actually, my continent has fewer. They gave them an equally sized continent, but stuck one less AI over there. And it's a cheap shot. What can you do? Come on, I only have 3 great artists. Yeah, you'll notice Rostov is up at 262 now that it's completed the culture building. It's going to lag behind. There's really no way around that. Although I can buff it up. I mean, essentially it's at 22k right now. So I just need that stupid to finish and I can start building culture and it'll at least be decent. I need another artist or two though to really even things out. And obviously my capital is going to finish ahead no matter what. And I really just hope everyone's dogpiling Frederick. Who is now only pleased because he went free religion. Uh-oh. Well, now I'm feeling a little bit less safe. Alright, here's what we do. We go free religion, unfortunately. And since we can take another thing, we'll go mercantilism for the artist. Now we got everyone at pleased, including Carthage. Can we get the Vikings to pleased? Yes. So as long as they're not declaring on Zara, I'm in okay shape, basically. Yeah, sure, why not? It's funny. What kind of stuff did I get upon flipping it? I got a globe theater. That's handy. Now, I don't want to lose tiles from Rostov, however, so we're not going to do that. Really, game. Don't be idiotic. So, yeah, sure, we'll take it. Just because it's funny to take it. I now have 8 cities. Did a good job to settle my 8 cities, right? Right.
Compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe.
Well, whatever. And I'm pretty sure they're going for either Frederick or Ethiopia because they were annoyed with them when we met, and they were not annoyed with me on contact. So that's a useful thing to bear in mind. And I did cut into my culture figures a little bit, losing some Sistine culture that way, but it is a smaller portion than the other things. And honestly, I'd rather not get in the war. That would slow me down a lot more than anything else. So, yeah, there we go. Should be a sudden spike in culture from Rostov. Yep, it's still trailing, but it's easily picked up now. The only problem is it's lagging behind, but what we can do then is Artist Bomb, create a great work. And yeah, now it's within 100 turns. It's still going to take the longest, which is why I said I need a couple more Artist Bombs. But I'm looking good on that end. No longer 100 plus. Please leave me alone. So I can just draft. Or don't have to draft, I mean. So I'm going to mash on end turn until I win the game. Nope. I have no interest in speaking to people who have bent over. Sorry, buddy. Except for I'm not, because you suck.
Noun. An ingenious
And
device for
you
obtaining
just loot
individual
rifles.
profit without individual responsibility.
I don't think it really matters what I get. Actually, I could probably stand to build some defenses. Just, you know, for safety. Not here. This is not really an efficient place to build defenses. So, holy crap, what are you doing? Well, it doesn't matter. That's fine. That's fine. Nope. Artist. 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 There we go. You want to at least increase my odds of getting an artist here. Apparently the governor there just wanted to get an artist more quickly out of Moscow. Moscow is just so far ahead of the others because of the wonders and settled specialists. Really was not the ideal way to go about things. But Ottoman took a barbarian city off that way somewheres. Alright. Come on, RNG, give me an artist. I actually have a lot of different kind of great people points coming out of Moscow, but it's easily my best site to farm great people, so I still kind of have to risk it. As the others just can't keep up with a national epic and that many wonders. I could just win AP too, I really could have. It's kind of a lame way to win though. I'll reserve that kind of nonsense BS for deity, I suppose. Anyway, Rostov still easily being number 3 in my chart here. We want to drop another artist bomb. Now, as you can see, we are looking much closer. Rostov only 2 turns behind my number 2 city. So that's certainly something to consider. If I could get 2 more artists out, then I can speed up my finish date significantly. Otherwise, another artist will only speed it up 2 turns. Yeah, that was turn 250, 1780. So, I used to think that that's the right when you get started for culture, and you could still win on Immortal if you start culture right at like 200, turn 250. The AI is that slow. Also keeping in mind, yeah, I mean, they're nowhere near. So I don't have to worry about that. And Zara, who's easily the fastest techer in this game, doesn't have assembly line yet. Or no, maybe it's Solomon that's the fastest techer, but you know, we're talking like electricity and combustion times here. So they are nowhere near space. And they would have to be like getting computers and robotics soon, or else I would have a faster finish than them. So especially when you're not trading and speeding up the global tech pace, you can really get some silly advantages over the AI if you can stay out of wars by pursuing culture. And although not the most exciting thing, it will make your games go quicker. There's a good chance this is the last video I'll be doing in this particular Let's Play, just because I'm mashing in turn so much. So, yeah, that's definitely one way to look at culture. You can end the game faster if you're just interested in ending the game. Ragnar declared on Ethiopia. Well, that kind of sucks. I'll just try to buy out whenever I can. I only have 1 or 2 coastal cities. I'll reroute some rifles to those. It would have actually behooved me to get out of my defensive pact with Zara. It sucks. Well, fortunately, no one really liked Ragnar, so we're fine. And maybe I could reestablish my defensive pact with Zara from the military struggle merits. Just have to make sure. Okay, Rostov is now 3 turns behind. Whatever. If I'm lucky, another great artist. Otherwise, still not that bad of a finish. We're looking at an early to mid 1800s finish. More like a mid 1800s. Carthage still plotting war. As long as they're not declaring on me directly, I'll be fine. Hopefully they declare on Germany, because I hate Germany right now. They were trolling me with culture before I turned up my slider on them. Ooh, lol, what? Alright, no luck there. Well, whatever. I have 1 more shot at an artist, so that's fine. Yeah, 1 more, because Rostov 27, 25 turns. Actually, I don't think it'll matter what I get now, interestingly enough. And yeah, we are closing in on the final turns of the game. And right after liberalism and picking up nationalism and sometimes printing press, if you can get printing press without losing too many turns, that's one of the key times to turning up the slider if you want an early culture win. There's a guide on Civ Fanatics by Jesusin or Hazusin. who really goes into depth on how to win a culture victory. Oh, he declared on Zara as well. Actually, no, since Ragnar's willing to talk, I'm going to stay in war with him. And then if he gets close to me, I'll buy out. And I'll probably have a guaranteed 10 turns apiece at that point, where I'll be untouchable. Well, at least by Ragnar. And Ottomans still won't declare on me on their own. Germans won't declare on me. Tsar's back to friendly with me, so I'm fine there. Just all around doing pretty well here. Just gotta hit the final end turns. See, this is right around when a faster tech-paced game would be hitting internet. It's still too slow. Like, the AI will not win space this fast on most difficulties. Okay, that's a pretty quick piece with Hannibal. Hannibal must have slaughtered himself into that. Oh, I see. Frederick is now bent over to Zara. Not that I care. Nice and easy game. Of course, if you go to war with Zara and Frederick and whatever, and they, you know, we have this religious group hug earlier in the game, I could easily see you getting screwed over by a sudden technology boost from the AI. But that's not what's happening here. Rostov falls further and further behind. But not by a lot. Maybe I can save a turn by culture bombing. If I get an artist. No, definitely not on that. I'll just obsolete my monasteries. There's no point. I almost had my full fat cross here. Well, that makes me smile. Even this is predominantly Russian. Oh man, and this and this. So really pretty trolly on my part. But that's what happens when you turn up your slider. You're just like one of those annoying AIs. Alright. Next.
Before that steam drill shall
I'm still
beat
getting
me
some decent
down,
tech
I'll
rates
die
because of the
with my
representation
hammer in
plus
my
settled
hand.
specialist combo in Moscow. Sid Sushi, ha. I don't think anyone else is even making a realistic attempt at culture. Actually, no, Zara's kind of trying for it. He's starting to... It's so late in the game, though. I guess that's... Anytime you get Sistine Chapel, though, that is what happens. The AI just doesn't get culture very well without Sistine Chapel. And although I didn't use it optimally, it is helping me. Certainly, it's part of the reason my capital needed no extra culture multipliers beyond free speech, is I just have so much raw culture in it. I mean, look at this. Yeah, only plus 100% for civics, nothing else, and I'm still at 500. So, and running artists also for the bombing, you also get more culture from running the artists. So it's not insignificant. And there we go, we hit legendary in Novgorod. So I'll just build wealth there since I really don't need anything else. Legendary Moscow, and 4 turns on Rostov. Let's see if I get lucky here. Alright, great artist. So, 2 turns from now, we got this. You can have peace. Peace is the way, Ragnar. And it looks like we will have a 1850 AD finish flat. Not so good, but then again, I wasn't playing for culture for like 3/4 of this game. So, yeah, it's not too bad after all. And we're at legendary. So we got there. Not the most efficient. You want to be pretty close to 50k in all 3 cities if you're doing a truly dedicated culture win game. And hey, look, Tsar just got his first spaceship part done, and we've won culture. So he's stacking alright. He's almost to computers. A little bit slow of tech pace, but whatever. And we win. So it's a little bit of a break from the Warmonger game I had last time, and my intercepting of a culture win. This time we get a culture win ourselves. And sure, let's look at the replay. Pretty comical, I guess. And nice leisurely pace. we kind of got a decent spawn. There's less land immediately around, but at least we didn't like have an AI spawn there or something where it would have been impossible to settle land. A little bit of a land screw just because there's equal sized land masses, but one fewer AI here. Yeah, it really got hosed, but fortunately we also didn't have one of those broken distributions over here. It was reasonably even until Hannibal declared on Hammurabi, which is why I was okay with the demographics earlier in the game. Yeah, I was behind, but not by as much. Hannibal's starting to run away just a little bit towards the end here, but no big deal. They couldn't really do anything in time. Want to see my power? Let's look at my power. Yeah, I'm so strong. Zarna's pretty strong, and hiding behind him is a solid tactic in that case. Demographics, I am not first in anything, although I did make it to second in land thanks to screwing the AI out of tiles with culture. Top 5 cities are going to be Russian for the top 3, because those are the 3 legendary cities. And then Ethiopia and Carthage round that out. And really, I was not overly running away in wonders, but I got the wonders that were most important. Let's see what kind of economy I ran. I ran a CE, guys. No, I almost ran an ME for mine economy. Awesome. But cottages are pretty good sources of culture if you can run the slider at 100%. And what did I build? I built the whole 10 rifles, 9 workers, so many great profits. If I could have gotten more great artists, my finish would have been a number of turns faster. Artists are pretty solid for that kind of thing. Killed so many units. Yeah, 7 warriors and 2 archers. And lost the scout. Well, not bad. Not bad. You always get terrible scores when going culture relative to other victory conditions, unless you just conquer the world and like dominate and then go culture. But even then, your score wouldn't be as good as if you just won domination. However, it is Augustus Caesar because we're playing on Immortal, so the game gives you some nods for that at least. And we're gonna have to look down to the bottom of the barrel of my wins to find this one. So there you go, Stalin, a fitting score for you, you punk. But we win. So that will conclude this Let's Play of the Monarch Student Prime Stalin. Played on Immortal difficulty, awkwardly enough. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be a run at Deity Toku. So until then, the main team signing off.